Welcome to Nerikiri Playhouse, and I hope you will have fun with us. I'm Kimiko Gunji, and here is Lisa, who is the Japan House sweet making specialist and my best assistant. So Nerikiri is one of the most cherished sweet and often served during a tea ceremony. And the main ingredient for Nerikiri is just beans, sugar, and little bit of rice flour. So such simple ingredient, but just by adding a little color and also making different forms, variety of shapes you can make using the dough, and then you can produce so many beautiful wagashi, Japanese sweet. However, it takes a bit of time to make dough for nerikiri. You need to work hard before having fun. So I like Lisa to explain to you how you can make nerikiri dough.
First, weigh out 200 grams of dried lima beans. Rinse the beans and place them in a bowl with enough cold water to cover and soak for at least 8 hours or overnight, changing the water once or twice to keep it fresh. The beans will expand and the skins will separate after soaking. Remove the skins and the sprouts and discard. In a large pot, cover the beans with water and bring to a boil. Pour the beans into a colander and rinse with cold water. Repeat this process, boil, drain, rinse, 2 or 3 times. This will remove the excess starch and reduce the bean flavor and excess foam. If foam continues to appear on the water, skim it off. Cook uncovered over medium to a boil. Simmer the beans for about an hour until the beans break down and almost melt and become a white, milky mixture. Check frequently to make sure the beans are always covered with water so they don't burn. Push the bean mixture through a fine colander to remove any leftover sprouts or skins. Pour the filtered bean mixture into a fine 75 micron mesh nylon straining bag. Run water into the cloth bag several times to wash the bean mixture until the runoff water becomes clear and has no hint of bean flavor or smell. Squeeze out all the water from the bag until the bean flour clumps together. This process should yield 380 to 400 grams of lima bean flour.
Now you can see these lima bean flowers, and it's kind of hard to believe that lima bean become this white flowers. But as you saw, so many washing, so now it's just a white bean flour. So now this is going to add sugar and a little bit salt in there to make a white bean paste. So by adding sugar, you are making paste now. So that's the next step. You mix well and then put it in a microwave oven and cook. But authentically in the pan, you knead and cook. The longer you cook, bean paste become much nicer bean paste, and also you can keep it outside in long time. So all the time without any refrigerating, bean paste can last long time.
So you'll notice that as the sugar melts, it becomes very watery. And So we're going to put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. So it's been in the microwave a total of about 6 minutes, and you can see that all the wateriness has gone away. And now we have the shiro-an. It's all ready to be made into nerikiri. So after this we have to make gyuhi, which will make the dough more elastic. So, but this shiro-an could be used in a number of other
Yeah, any filling, you can use it instead of red beans. White beans sometimes looks nicer.
So now I'm going to make the gyuhi dough. And this is some glutinous rice flour, sugar, and water. And then you mix it up so that there's no lumps. And then I'm going to put this in the microwave for a minute. So now it came out of the microwave, and I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of corn syrup. And then you mix it up till it's opaque. And then this is the gyuhi that you use, and you add it to the shiro-an. And you add 10 grams of this to 100 grams of shiro-an to make the nerikiri dough. So this is the shiro-an, and this is the gyuhi. And then I'm going to put it in here and break it up and smash it in here. And both are warm right now, so it should mix in really easily. And you'll see how it gets from very flour-like to more elastic and doughy. It just mixes in. So I think this is just about ready.
So after you put the shiro-an, nerikiri in there, and then you again knead. Neru means knead. Knead. So kneading. And the more you knead, it gets nicer nerikiri dough. So this is nerikiri dough like this. And make sure it's not too wet. So then it's just like Play-Doh. So you have now handful wagashi dough here and like Play-Doh. The interesting thing is right now this color. And I have taken a smaller one and here, but this is the nerikiri dough. But when you knead, use your hand, or sometimes I use towel. When you have a little bit wet, not really too much wet, you don't want to put too much moisture. By kneading these things, put it here, putting in air, again you're kneading so much. So by kneading more and more, that means that you're putting air in here. By doing so, I like you to see compare the one that I already knead. So here is this one, and here is I already did. So it's the same thing, how different the color is. The more you knead, more you put the air in, the nerikiri dough becomes whiter. So it's nicer to when you're coloring any color, or sometimes you use a white as this, like this. So ready to color now. So my nerikiri dough here, and then I am going to color this with just show you a blue. When you have lots of them like this big one, you should put the color in something like this, and then to dilute a little bit with water. But right now I have only this much to show you, so then you can just put it in here with my toothpick, the bigger size, and then you can use your hand like this to just mix it. And or sometimes you can use edge of the towel. If you have a lot of them, these are very practical way of doing it, although you are kind of coloring the towel too, but you can wash right away. So then it's like this. Color any color you like. So again, from this dough, you can make very seasonal flowers. So in Japan, each season is very important. So season by season, different color, different shape of flower can be created. So that's what we are going to show you right now. So this is a blue one I just made. And later I will use this for something else that will be a nice surprise. And if when you want to make a red, you can do the same way. You can put the red from here. This is kind of dried up, but just tiny bit in here, and then make it nicely. And I'll show you. As you saw, I colored this blue and red, and I have white one, which is actually this is a little bit bigger than the other one, and just flatten it. This, and then this is 15 grams and 8 grams all in here, put in here. And what I'm making is rather colorful stuff, wrap around first, like this. You don't have to cover totally this one, and smash again. It's getting a little bit dry, so easy. And then flatten. Then put on in between, inside. And this time you have to, actually I can see this is a little dry, so I might have a problem, but I just, yeah. Dough is we are preparing earlier and measured and everything, so now dough is saying too dry. Another thing is I have, as you can see, plastic gloves, but when I have without plastic gloves, my hand warmness give a little bit more softer. So then I wrap nicely, okay, and then you can see through some color. So then I will show you how this come out after you divide. So I already divide one here, like this. Using, you can use the chopstick this side here. I might need a little bit of water, so that I can wet nicely. And then what I am going to do, hopefully this works, but you push out, push out, push out, each of them to make like open up, each of them carefully, go all the way around, evenly. So it sticks, so you can put a little bit of water, is really good. And then by pushing like this, inside color is coming out, as you can see, like that. Then if you like to, this one is, I don't know if I have a small, yeah. And then you like to do one more time, here, all the way again. By in the summer night, sky, festival times, you see firecracker. So as if firecracker coming up, boom, like that. all the way through. More, all the way through. So that coming out the color inside come out. You could make one more if you like. So let me see if I could use the other side of the chopsticks. Put more. Kind of fun, right? And then different color, the inside is coming out. Pretty nice. Oops. Go like this. Then at the end, to make it more festive, pretty nice, isn't it? The tiny bit of gold to fire is cracking like. Put in here. Just a tiny bit. Like this. Oops. Like that. More, little more. These are, of course, special, sweet, sharp, edible, valuable gold. It's very good. Sometimes you see gold floating in a special sake, makes you much healthier, stronger, they say. So like from this, come out like that. So this is firework in the hot summer sky.
Just cut all the way around the edge. And then you lift it up a little bit so that it makes it more three-dimensional. I'm dipping it in a little bit of corn syrup just to make them stick. So I have here is Nerikiri.
So then I'm going to make a flour out of this seasonal flour. So first I have 20 gram I colored purple here, and then tiny bit of yellow and white. So this 20 grams I am going to spread out to flatten. I think maybe like about 2 inches or so flatten by having a plastic on top of it, nicely flatten. And then, it's really not long. Okay, so then put white. This is each 1 gram, right in the center. Yellow, around here, smash. Around here, smash. Another one, like this. Okay, then I have to flip it smooth. You can use just this plastic, but I have this cloth, which is half of chucking, which we use for purify the tea bowl, but half of it. Then put upside down like this, and then right in the center, I have 15 grams on. This one is, as you can see, instead of white, it's actually red beans. So then you wrap it carefully, seal. When you push in on, then it's easier. And then after that, I hope come out nicely, sealing nicely like this. Then shiboru, chakin, this is tea cloth. Shiboru means ring. Ring. So now I'm going to open it, see how it looks. Should be pretty nice, something like that. So you know what this is, iris flour. So I have iris flour adding into a season, and then Lisa is going to make another season flour, and then we'll show you all different seasons of chakin shibori. So she's using different colors, and see what she's going to make with these orange, yellow, green. Spread it out nicely on top of the plastic wrap. And then she will put red bean on top of it. And then that's it. 3 colors. So we have autumn color, so instead of using you don't have to use the cloth, so using the plastic wrap. Then you don't have to mess up your hand at all. Then ring, and then see the nice pattern come out. So, very beautiful autumn color. Spring, in Japan, there are lots of yellow flower bloom. Then May comes, summer comes, here is iris, and then autumn, maple leaves, tinged leaves, and then winter comes. The first flowering tree is plum blossom, so that's a symbol of it. So 4 seasons by chakin shibori. So here we are, all this Nerikiri on parade. I hope you have a great time. I hope you can make some of these when you have a spare time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
A very special thank you to Gunji Sensei and Lisa for sharing their talents with us. Please join us on Sunday, May 23rd for our next Japan House Shares, where we'll be featuring Tim Gruner from Anderson Japanese Gardens on pine tree pruning.